Okay, I ain't even gon' flex this Sunday. I ain't even up next, but one day you gon' put this tape in, hit the replay, gon' vibe and you ride, chill to the music, feeling what I'm putting inside, dealing with you.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Patriots Prayer Podcast. Now, today we got something really special for y'all. We're sitting down with a dude who's been shaking up the Southern hip-hop scene with some raw, unfiltered, straight-up, real music. I'm talking about the one and only JamWayne from Gadsden, Alabama. If you haven't heard of JamWayne yet, you're about to get schooled. His debut album, Bama Beast, dropped this year, and let me tell you, it's got people talking. It's got 19 tracks of pure fire, and there's not a single skip on it, trust me. JamWayne's music is more than just beats and rhymes, though. It's storytelling at its finest. He blends country roots with rap in a way that hits you right in the gut. His tracks paint vivid pictures of real-life struggles and triumphs. It's going to take you on a journey of both the highs and the lows of Southern living. He's got that don't tread on me spirit, bringing a fierce independence of raw honesty to every single track. One track that's been blowing up is No Problems. It's got a no-nonsense lyrical content, gritty visuals that hit hard and leave a mark. It's racked up millions of views already, and you can see why. JamWayne doesn't just spit bars, though. He delivers some serious truths in his music. So grab your headphones, sit back, and get ready. We're about to dive into the mind of a true artist. We're about to chop it up with JamWayne and dig into the stories behind the music, his journey, and what drives him to keep pushing the boundaries. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Here's JamWayne on the Patriots Prayer Podcast. And now let's welcome also my co-host, none other than the native Patriot, a.k.a. Maurice. Welcome to the Patriots Prayer.
Yes, sir.
What's up? So we got to chopping it up a little bit. JamWayne, welcome to the Patriots Prayer.
Thank you, man. Glad to be here, boy.
Introduce you to my co-host over here. They call him the native Patriot. We call him Maurice.
Maurice.
So, yes, sir.
Nice to meet you, man. I've been listening to your music for a little while now, ever since Eddie kind of introduced me to it, and it's right up my alley. I mean, it is, and I think that's why it's catching fire like it is now. Quick question: have you been writing music your entire life, or is this something that you just kind of jumped into later when you felt you kind of had a knack for it?
Nah, I've been a writer since I was about, I want to say 11, 12 years old. That's how I would escape from all the other shit I was going through, right? But it wouldn't, when you start writing little stories and poems and then it progresses and your wordplay gets better and your stories get longer and you know what I'm saying, man? It just changes.
Yeah.
I got 20. So it just went into that. And actually, man, I was helping these, it was a church, man, that come into town. They had this old Gadsden high school, the whole school, man. It was right by the projects, right? And so I was just going to the church and they asked me if I would do the youth. And I was like, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? And they said, just hang out with them and stuff. And I was like, all right, well, it had like 5 kids to begin with. And I went through the hood, man, I hollered at all of them and it turned into like 135 kids. Like, couldn't control, you know what I mean? So I started spitting. I was like, hey, I started hollering at them, man. And, man, they respected that. And they could relate to me, you know what I mean? And that was about the time I went through my divorce. So I backed out of that. I was like, look, I feel like going and blasting a couple of people, I don't feel like I should be up here telling y'all what you need to do with your life. You know what I mean? So
Right.
Down the road, you know what I'm saying, bro? And from there, man, it just went into, just venting in that format of writing. Oh, man. So, yeah, something like that.
Clearing out the soul. So Who did you listen to growing up? Who did JamWayne listen to growing up? Who's your artist coming up? Who was it?
Man, artist one, like I couldn't name one. I grew up on such a wide variety of music and influence, man, from so many different people that was very a part of my life. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Right.
So, but man, you know, it's from Charlie Daniels Band to Tupac to Otis Redding, Aretha Franklin. You know, man, to, damn.
That's really
Ice,
eclectic. Charlie
Bobby,
Daniels Band and Tupac.
you know, man, like DMX, 3-6, like just
Yeah.
Eminem. And, I mean, we're fortunate enough that we was able to listen to any of that we wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
I was with Slow Flow from 3-6.
Oh yeah,
I know him.
Yeah, all that shit fucking hits hard, bro. I like that shit, man. You know, but I like some Noah Jones and some Macy Gray. I like some stuff, man. Lose my soul. And if I'm working, like I do, masonry and tile work and carpentry, and pretty much anything, dude. You know,
Right.
but that's what's playing on my radio. And I tell you, I got it on Otis Redding on Pandora. It knows
Sitting
what I
on the
like.
dock of the bay. Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Man, it's got a good little mixture going on.
So there's a million things I could ask you, but the song that resonates with me, the one that you did for me that hit me the hardest was America's Kitchen.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit, if you will. What was the influence behind that?
I have several really, really, really close brothers of mine, man, that's going through this with the VA. And, you know, man, it's such a fucking headache to get anything done when you need it, when you serve the country, and you need this. You know, it's obvious, but you got to go jump through fucking hoops for so long, man, that it's pretty much like they want you to dwindle out, give up, or die off. You know, man?
Right.
And I wanted to, it's just like, man, what? You going to send us to war and then bring us back and we living on the streets? They should be honored as kings, the men who fought and died for me to live in a free country. What I believe in my heart. You know what I'm saying? Because
absolutely.
Even if they slain people that didn't need to die in the war, you know, man, it wasn't. They were following orders. It was a war.
It was war. It's a war.
You know what I mean? So you bring them people back and you make sure they have the best medical, anything they need, man, and you set them up and help them and help them fast. You know, man, we take care of our own. Is what I want to believe. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right. We have a mental health crisis in this country, and a lot of soldiers. Matter of fact, Maurice and I have a sponsor who really focuses their energy in that direction. Smoke and Gun Coffee, and they work with soldiers to try to get them counseling and all of these things. You know, we had them on a week ago, Maurice.
Yeah, about a week and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, and these guys, I mean, they're all ex-veterans. The son is still, you know, enlisted right now, and you know, they're involved. They feel exactly the same as what you just expressed. Exactly the same as when I saw them putting out the veterans out of the hotels in New York to put in the immigrants in place of the veterans, and they gave them 5 days to vacate. That made me sick. That made me sick.
We definitely have something backwards in this country. Well,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I was just trying to say that we definitely have some backwards system set up now. Yeah, and it's and it almost seems to start with the veterans who, I mean, obviously have served our country and just like you were saying, should be treated with respect when they come back. But it seems like they're the first ones to be left out. Like the government or society in general just thinks, oh, they're veterans, they're tough, and they don't need our help. But in reality, they do, and we should put them up as a priority instead of having illegals come first.
The priority.
Yeah.
100%.
The priority.
No. And the key thing is illegals. I don't have a problem with nobody coming into our country the right way, you know, man. But when you're bringing chaos into a country that's already chaos, you know, man, it makes no sense. So if you're bringing that in, keep it on your side. You know what I'm saying? We got enough of that shit over here. But if you want to try to come in the country, you know, the legal way and do that shit legit, then come on. You know what I mean?
That's how we all got here. We all came from somewhere.
All these young kids that's making this money online and shit, they get out there and fucking work. I promise you that. That's part of the reason I quit doing brick work, man, because it's like, I mean, you either get people straight out the pen or some people on some kind of drug that don't even make sense, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, you're doing the opposite of what you're supposed to, you know, you need to get on. But
exactly. Now, I'm looking at the views on the videos that you got. 5.9 million views. How does it feel to know you got 5.9 million people vibing to your music, what you wrote, what you laid down?
It doesn't seem real to me, bro, because here's the thing. I never went for views before. I never had a YouTube. You know, like I made a YouTube, but I never pushed myself or put myself out there. I wasn't setting up the camera and catching my crazy ass doing something crazy, then posting that. Man, that was like,
you sound like him.
I ain't doing that, you know. And with the cameras already on me, they done got me doing some wild shit, man. I don't even like watching that shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? But
that's him. That's my co-host. Where you just described him to a T. Like he'll go out and be around some cool people. Like, hey, would you get any video? Get any content? I'm a business mind, right? Yeah. He just does. And whatever it is, and just keeps going. I got to be the guy with the camera, trying to make the business connections and try to make something out of it. We work well together because of it. Work real well because of it. Now, you told me that you was just talking to Adam Calhoun again. You got stuff coming up with Adam, more stuff?
Man, yeah, Adam, my brother, man. I've met several brothers in this since I've been doing this a little bit, man, that I love my heart. Okay, and I got some stuff cooking in a big old crock pot. Enough for everybody to eat on that thing, I promise. For real.
Yeah, Adam's a cool dude, man. Adam's a real cool dude. Outspoken. Big heart, too.
Hey, more power to it, man. Look, good dude. But, hey, man, I enjoy making cool music. So, you know, and of course, you don't want to get in with, you got to check the artists you work with. Sure. But
you got to align yourself with the right people. You don't want to be tied up in something you don't want to be tied up in.
I know, man.
Everyone has an image, and I'm sure you got people around you constantly trying to protect that image, because that's a big deal. Believe it or not, it is a big deal, and it's got to be hard because you're an outspoken dude. You're genuinely you. I can tell just by talking to you. You don't know how to be anything else. I can already tell.
Well, and I believe that's actually one of the reasons why people are gravitating towards someone like you, Jams, because
exactly right
of your genuine nature.
You know.
Yeah. It's wild. Some people live their whole lives trying to figure out who they are, and other people just fall right into exactly who they are, and they don't fight it at all. And when you can get that and express it through music and lyrics the way that you do, man, you're living out my dream right now. I'll be honest with you. I told you already, you made me pick up the pen. You made me pick up the pad. You made me want to do that again. And I'm listening.
I keep doing it, man. You know?
Oh, I love it.
Please.
I love it. Listen,
the stuff you got, man.
I was driving. I was telling him, I told you a little earlier, I was driving and my daughter called me. She said, pick me up. She works on the opposite end of the strip. Traffic moving 5 miles per hour. I got, my car. I got that big 300. I got the windows down. I got the music all the way up. I'm listening to Jambo stuff all the way down the strip, catching looks. The whole damn thing. There's not one song on. And here's the true test. My daughter is barely 20 years old, and she didn't ask me to change it.
Oh yeah.
That's how you know that you hit home. She's just sitting there just listening. And listen, man, every song hits just right. How long does it take you to put a song together, Jambo?
Man, it just depends, brother. You know, there's some songs that, I mean, you hear the beat and it just comes to you, and the beat brings it out of you. You know, like, I don't know where y'all at, but it's hot in Bama. You know, it's starting to cool off.
I think I got you beat there.
Where you at?
Nevada.
Yeah,
Las Vegas.
Got me beat there, boy.
You got a little more humidity than me, but that heat, boy, this heat here, you got to come here to get this heat.
It's a whopping 58 degrees here and raining. So I'm in Washington State.
he's in Washington.
I was supposed to come up there and work a power plant, man. What was the name of that? I forget the damn name of it. It's in Washington State. Nuclear power plant up there. Pays really well, you know, for contractors to come in. I mean, it's crazy, the money.
Yeah, I was on the other side of it. I have my GERT cert. I used to work with NIST and NS Tech. I worked out at
what's the nuclear plant in Washington State I'm talking about? Up Washington State.
I'm not sure.
Here, we can look that up.
I can't believe I ain't been out of it. I ain't been stopped doing that just since December, and I can't even remember the damn names of the plants.
So what did you do in these plants? What was your role that you played?
I started as an under vessel technician, which we just took out the control rod drives out of the nuclear reactor on
the fission
technician, yeah. And then I went into just, you know, millwright, working on turbines and generators, and then got into doing some RCP, reactor coolant pumps, you know, going in and changing them out and doing seal work, and doing fuel movement. I never moved the bundles, but just there's all kind of little jobs in there, man, that
that's wild. That's not something you hear. See, here's the reality, right? I did my homework on Jambo here, and I went and copied everything that I could find all over the internet, right? Really? And I got my Chat GPT model so that I could put it in order, so that I knew what I was talking about when I was talking to him. And it said, I'm not kidding you, it said that he was a nuclear technician in the day and by night a lyricist. And I'm like, okay, that sounds like a good bar. But then I read a little further and found out this is really what he was doing. I'm like, hold up, no, Chat GPT, you got it wrong. Like, no, that might have been just a bar in the song, but I think you're taking it literal. Come to find out, he's really working in nuclear power plants.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you make some really neat people in that line of work, you know, man, and a lot of brothers that I salute, man, and y'all be safe out there. You know what I'm saying? So
it's dangerous work.
It is very dangerous work. Now,
so I got a question.
Great minds that come together to make that happen. You know what I'm saying, man? I've met some great minds, dude, and it takes a lot to keep the bullshit you got to put up with and the paperwork to keep that bitch going, and let alone the labor work. You know what I mean? You got to be an animal, you know, dude.
Well, nuclear working in a nuclear plant, you're first of all, getting through the clearance takes you about 15, 20 minutes to get past the guys with the AKs and M16s. You can't get your cell phone in. A bunch of dudes in white coats all over the place talking about things you can't even talk about when you leave. I've been through it. You ever been over at the EG&G buildings anywhere where you were at?
EG&G build. I don't know what, man. I went in all kind of shit, bro. I didn't even pay it no attention. They told me to go do my end process and made it through that shit, I'd follow the damn arrows.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm just kind of in the labor.
You know what I mean?
I'm more in the labor
Yeah.
side instead of the paperwork side. So I change industrial tires for a living, so semis, and I do heavy equipment as well. So any kind of construction equipment you see, like giant loaders and backhoes and things like that, I'll change all the tires on those as well. But I do my best to avoid paperwork as much as I possibly can. That's the tedious side that I just do not enjoy. So I feel you as far as just going places and getting the work done, because that's what I know. I know how to work quite well, and put my nose to the grind and just get to it. But that's what I've been doing. But I wanted to get to this question because this is a little bit of a change of pace. But do you have like a vision for what you want your music to be, or like are you already there, or what do you see coming from making your music?
I say that if I don't find a plug and plug my phone up, it's gonna cut off again. I see that far ahead in the future.
You'll be all right, brother.
Go further into the future than that. Oh, brother. I know I got a bunch of music ready, man, and it's some music I'm proud of, and I can't wait for the world to hear and enjoy. And I just want to bring really, it might sound crazy, man, but bring the world together, because it's like, how much longer y'all think we really got? We're going to fight to the end. You know what I mean? So,
I feel that I used to describe myself to my my mother. I used to tell her that I feel like a well-armed hippie, because I want to bring people together, but I'm going to have my weapons and be able to defend myself in any situation possible. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what it felt like to me.
A good blend of love and war.
Yeah,
a real good blend. So let me ask you this: out of all the songs that you wrote, do you still got a masterpiece in your mind that you're trying to find when you're laying these lyrics down? Is it still escaping you, or do you feel like you already wrote that song? And if you did, which one is it?
No, I got my songs are stories, man, and so it's taking as a writer, when you dig into your past and them emotions and that just ocean of emotion, man, you bring it back up and put it down, just like that when I did that rigor mortis, or no, we call it paradise, because I wanted to call it rigor mortis, but I found my buddy dead on my toilet, and he was already, and I at first when I thought he fell asleep. Then I was like, I was like, damn, bro, you fell asleep like that, and I turned and went back out. He didn't say nothing. I came back, raised him up, and he slumped back down. So, but doing songs like that, is something that I feel like the Lord has blessed me, with the shit, to be able to capture the shit that I've been through and dealt with in a song, and be able to present it to the world, and I guess in knowing there's someone out there who's been through this shit too. I know I'm not the only one. You know what I mean? So if I can reach with it, then it's okay. I've done something. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell these, and some of them are heart wrenching, man. And I've lost a many friends, and male and female. Dude. So there's a song in every day, bro. You know what I mean, man? Every person, and how you treat somebody, and how somebody loves you, and how you hate somebody. You know what I mean? There's a song in everything. So
absolutely.
Yeah, Jay in the chat actually said my grandfather used to say, no matter what you're doing, there's a song for that.
That's right.
So it's kind of in line with what you just had said there. But
that's what I said, a little something like that earlier, that everybody should have a CD, right? everybody's got some album or track or something inside of them based on the things that they've been through. The difference between them and an artist is the ability to explain it. And that's what you got. You have the ability to explain it. And I mean, some people can put out music and just, you know, and they'll have a very general, you know, a little bit of average success. Jambo, I don't see that for you, brother. And I'm not just saying that because I'm saying that. I'm telling you as somebody who is an avid music lover, a fan, especially of hip hop, and a fan of country and all of it. And I'm telling you, you got something that nobody else has right now. I even heard Adam say that about you as well. I mean, you're hearing it from people who are doing what you're doing. You come out, you drop this song Drip, and you just explode. I mean,
I told everybody what I was going to do in Drip. Did I not?
I mean,
listen.
This song, I mean, first of all, when you hear it, right? You hear the song, because I heard it before I saw the video, right? So I heard the song, and then I went and I found you on YouTube, and I seen you, and I'm like, the what I saw in my head for who I thought was doing it, and then I see you. I tell you, you look like the people I grew up with. Like, you ready to go jump on a Harley as soon as we get done talking right now, and get on your Harley and go. And that's kind of what I grew up with. As a young kid, I grew up in the clubhouse and that sort of thing. So when I'm looking at you, I can relate to you. When I hear you, I want to listen to you. And I'm not alone in that, brother. You hit a niche right now in this rap thing that no one's ever touched on. No one looks like you in rap. No one sounds like you in rap. You are unique, and that's very hard to come by. Yeah. Very, very hard to come by.
Hey, man,
I mean, I'm loving it.
Lay me in the dirt, but they better not lay me in the dirt. They better, I say, just burn the body and throw the ash or put in the blunt. You know what I'm saying?
Because why you wait a long time?
Why you want to be in a box inside a box in the ground? That don't make no damn. You know what I'm saying? It's like they stuck you in that so they can dig you back up about 100 years, and they going, you know, burn your body then and replace the plot. I don't know how I flipped your story to that, but I did. It might be.
Yeah, he did. I love it. I love it. Listen, brother. Hey, so if you could work with somebody in the music industry, you know, if you want to get, who's that artist that you would love to team up with it and do something with that you haven't been, you know, that you probably have access to now. You don't realize the power of what you just put out, but I guarantee you got more access than you think. So who is it? Who's the guy that you would love to work with?
One artist? And why has it got to be a guy, dude? It could be.
It doesn't.
Why would I tell you right now, dude?
Because they might be watching.
Hey, why are you being
watching?
Why are you being so nosy, bro? You know what I
mean? He wants an exclusive. That's what he's pushing.
I want that exclusive. I want that exclusive.
Yeah. Dude, here's my thing. I don't even get on the internet a lot. I don't get on YouTube a lot. Okay. I do me. My day's full. I'm not following a bunch of music. You know what I mean? I hear a song and I think it's dope. You know, like an artist I think is dope. Doja Cat. You know, man, got some cool ass songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying if I could pick one artist, would it be her to work with? No. But there's multiple artists, man, that make music that I vibe with, that I would love to work with, to see what we could come up with. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, let's see what kind of music.
It doesn't even have to be a rap artist. It could be a rock artist. Earlier you said that you would love to get a hook and do some stuff with Aaron Lewis, and I would love to see that.
Yeah, man, Aaron Lewis is a badass man, so most definitely.
I would love to see that. I've never missed an Aaron Lewis show in Vegas, not once. Every time he's here, I'm there. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I did a Zoom call with him once, but I've yet to meet him in person. That's gotta happen. That's gotta happen. But when can we expect to see you on tour doing some things?
Oh man, I getting that lined up. I know I got a couple raves, them redneck raves, man. Y'all ever been to one of them?
No, but I'd love to go to one.
Look, you gotta come. It ain't nothing but love, dude. Look, and bring a side by side mud ride or trail riding. Everybody pulled
I got
up.
one right in front of me.
I mean, it was awesome, dude. Like I told you, I said, man, I don't want to miss another one. I'm gonna bring.
He's got.
You know what I'm
Tell
saying?
him about your truck. Tell him about your truck, Maurice.
Well, let's see. My truck is an 87 4Runner, kind of. It's got a 350 motor in it. It's got 1-ton axles on it. It's got 40-inch mud buggers on it. So it's basically a 1-ton Chevy with a Toyota 4Runner body. I needed the extra space for my kids. So
I got 98 for a Toyota 4Runner.
yeah.
You said an 87.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's the first gen.
So it's got.
So you got the next gen.
Yeah, I got the next gen. I'd like to see yours, bro. I got to get mine. It's been setting up because, man, hey, they beast, bro. Them
Yeah,
Yodas,
he should see the stuff he's driving in. He's going out there mud bogging in this big truck. Took him 4 or 5 days to dig it out one time.
You can't.
It took me 12 days.
12 days.
I buried it pretty good. So here's the back of the truck right here.
Oh man, I can barely see that thing.
See if I can zoom in on
Let
it.
me zoom in.
I don't know if I can.
Man, that looks just like what Debo had, man. He down round the curve and run into a tree and took off running and left that bitch. But I love a Yoda. Man. Like I would love to get because I'm due for a new truck, man. All I got is putter rounds right now, you know. But even the new Tundras, if you could trick that bitch out to the fullest, you know, man, and put all the bells and whistles on it, bro. Oh, yeah. Hey, y'all got to come to some raves, dude. Look, the next one coming up is in Illinois, brother. I'm gonna be there, but Calhoun them's gonna be there.
You know, there will be a time when I plan on being able to take this truck around the country and do some fun things with it, because it's got too much just to be sitting in my driveway. You know, I mean, I drive it quite frequently on the street, but yeah, I wanna take it and what I do here, screw everything. There we go. But yeah, I want to take it across the country and do some cool shit in it.
Yeah, send me your Addy and just leave the keys in it, and we'll come pick it up on the way to the rack.
Yeah.
Hey, and I'll show you what that thing can do. I promise.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be sweet. I mean, you rolling up in a truck like this, man, that'd be priceless. That'd be great.
Man. I know, that's right, brother. That's badass, though, for real.
I made it street legal-ish, so you know
Legal-ish.
Yeah, legal-ish. So the cops don't bug me as much because I put some fender flares on there and some mud flaps, and made it look like I tried. So I'm able to drive it around in the street pretty well. It's I mean, it handles like an off-road truck, so I'm awfully careful when I drive, but yeah, it's a whole lot of fun, man.
So let me ask you something. Being from Gadsden, right? Yep. I love Gadsden. That was your flag was supposed to be the American flag. That was the original flag they were going to use for the United States of America with the don't tread on me. I got my tats everywhere else. I just kept my back for the Gadsden. I'm getting the Gadsden flag on my back.
Ooh.
And I saved it. I didn't get nothing else done on my back. So the whole 3D snake, the whole thing, brother. But I lead into that to ask you this: have you're in? What you got? Some bees in your house, dog?
It's a damn red wasp.
Ooh, shit.
Ooh.
Yeah. I know. Oh, I got that motherfucker.
Now that's what you call redneck right there.
No. Motherfucker on me afterwards. Damn. That's what
It
I
is right there. That's what you call redneck right there for sure. So you're in the same city that Yellow Wolf is from. Am I isn't that right? And Yellow Wolf from there too?
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, man.
I know you guys gotta link up at some point. Have you crossed paths yet or got common friends?
I love Yellow Wolf and what he does with music, man. He is as an artist, it is rare that you get him like him. He can do pretty much anything. You know what I'm saying, dude? And him being from where I'm from and telling the story, because I was like, ain't nobody from Gadsden really jumped out like until Yellow did, really, you know, man. So
Yeah, he made that song Kicking It. He made that song Kicking It, and that was it.
I've always been a fan of Yellow, man. So yeah, I would definitely love to jump and do some stuff with him on, but I know how busy it is. You know, you think people touring, people doing this, man, they working on other albums and shit, man. So everything in its own time. You know what I'm saying, bro? There's no need to rush nothing. Everything will fall in place like it has and like it's going to. You know what I'm saying, bro? But yeah, that definitely be a dope artist to work with for sure, 100%.
Yeah, he's got some spitfire runs. I mean, I loved him in that song, "Best Friend" with M. That was a really, really cool song for me. But man, I really want to thank you. I've been trying to get this interview together to talk to you for about 2 months now, and we finally made it happen. JamWayne on the Patriots prayer, brother, and I'm just ecstatic, and I hope we can do it again. I would really love to have you on again, and you got to come to Vegas.
I come to Vegas.
You got to come to Vegas. We got to have a JamWayne in Vegas.
Actually, I did me and my pops won this bricklayer contest in Alabama, and they sent us to Vegas to compete. Bricklayer 500.
Huh.
Now, see, when I first moved to town, I was in the Masons and Bricklayers Union when I first came here. I did that for a while, and then I picked up a laptop and never went back. The knee pads, brother.
Union.
That shit takes you.
My pops and his brothers, all a bunch of Masons. I'm pretty sure we hit a bunch of secret shit, you know, man. And all them old damn ancient ruins. I think that was my family.
Learning about the cornerstone ceremonies with the corn and the oil and the wine. I know about them.
Movie like National Treasure where they have all that hidden shit, man, or like what's another Da Vinci Code, bro. Do you read? Y'all read any?
Absolutely. Everything Dan Brown has ever put out, I've read. Every book. I read
Da Vinci Code so fast, dude, because it's so suspenseful. It's like you get done with one chapter, you can't not go on and see what's gonna happen. You know, man.
Angels and demons, all of them.
I hadn't read them, man, but I do like to read. And I might have to check that one out. But I did.
So if you read the Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons is the part 2 to it. And what you're basically learning there is what the Grail is. Part 2 is where they reveal to you what the Grail actually was. And I ain't going to ruin it for you, but it's not what you think.
I probably wouldn't read. That wouldn't be my choice of book to read now, because I read that book when I was house sitting for some folks in Colorado for a week, and they had that book, and I read it, the whole thing, man, and it was pretty damn interesting, bro. You know, so yeah. So I got a couple books I've started working on, man, that I don't know if I'll ever finish them, but maybe one day. You know.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I love writing, and I'm in the middle of writing one myself, based on some Crossfire Hurricane and what took place. I'm about halfway through it. I'm getting ready to interview Flynn and Ivan Rakeland, so people that were actually involved with it. It's pretty neat to be able to hear something and seeing it all over the news all this time, and then go talk to those exact people and get the story from them directly. And so that's what I'm trying to do right now. And yeah, you're right. I mean, you get that writing bug in you and you just got it. And I got the writing bug. This guy right over here writes some of the most eloquent things I ever heard on the internet. My co-host here, Maurice, a writer.
His name, damn, eloquent stuff. You know, Maurice, how's it go? Huh?
Maurice is a writer, brother. I'm telling you. Are you on X, Jambo? Or are you on X?
Am I what?
Or are you on X, Twitter?
What is that?
Okay, you're not on X then.
It's a social media thing.
What Twitter used to be.
I wasn't on none of this shit, bro. I didn't have a TikTok. I had an IG, but I didn't know. You know what I mean? It was all made for I got a Snapchat that me and my son. That's how, because my kids live in Hawaii. And
oh, cool.
Yeah, man, that's a long way, brother. So really, that's why I decided to go ahead and I said fuck it, and went ahead and decided to actually put some different shit out. I put drip out, man. Get another bag so I can spend more time over there.
Well, you're going to be able to go to wherever the hell you want to pretty soon. There ain't no doubt about that.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you come up to Washington State, I'll let you drive my truck. Just you know how to contact me. I'll be on X. So, but you'll be having some fun on that.
You'll be on ecstasy, like X pills.
No. X is
Twitter.
Twitter. It's Twitter.
Yeah,
like Facebook.
X.
Yeah, it's like Facebook, something like that, right?
Just the X is on it.
It's just called X. As it just X. That's where most people are. That's where the whole conversation on the internet is taking place. Is going to be on X.
I need to get X, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. You got to get an X. Some people is already on there saying that they're you. Believe it or not.
I got rid of my ex, man. I'm trying to get her back.
No, but for real though, I looked you up on X, and there are a few accounts on there made in honor of you. If you go look up your name on X, you'll see there's about 3 or 4 of them on there with your picture on them.
For real.
Yeah, because I reached out and I asked your management team. I said, "Is he on X?" And they're like, "No." So yeah, I don't know who these accounts are, but yeah, man, you need to get on there. People want to hear from you. They want to see you. They want to know what's going on with you, and they want to connect. They love your music. Obviously, you think 5.9 million is a lot on YouTube? You got a whole world just waiting for you on X. You put one thing out on X, and you can do 5.9 million in a day.
Really?
Yeah.
You can put videos and stuff out on it?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like the next big platform, like besides
it is the biggest platform. It's the biggest platform on the internet.
Okay. What is the X stand for?
I don't know. It's Elon Musk, man. Elon Musk is an eccentric dude. So he just decided to get rid of Twitter and get rid of the bird. He killed the bird and he just made an X. And that's all it is now, is just X. So he did a pretty good job of branding too. He did an amazing job with branding. And yeah, I mean, you get on there, you drop some music on there, you get a presence on there. I guarantee you. Yeah, I mean, I'm closing in on 10. You're gonna pass me up in a week when you get on there. I guarantee you.
Yeah, just so right below here is my Twitter handle, or X handle, you could say. It's Law Native Patriot. Just look me up and I'll help spread the word. It's not like you really need it. I mean, I'm sure that as soon as you create it, more and more people will learn about it, and you'll blow up pretty quick.
I put his picture out, and I immediately started getting DMs asking me when he was going to be on the show. Like it wasn't even a few hours when people started saying, "Hey, let me know if he's going to be on," because we were supposed to do this once before, and it got pushed off. Yeah. And so people were hitting me up telling me, "Hey, when you have him on, let me know." So I put the promo out there and all that kind of stuff. I guarantee. I watch the replays, watch the YouTube, because YouTube is a hard nut to crack for people like us. Yeah. Right. For you, it's much easier. That's your lane, and you do very well at it. But when you go over to a place like X, when you're releasing your music and you're just doing your regular we lost him. But I tell you what, it was cool of him to hang out for as long as he did.
Yeah.
And especially, you know, he's very humble. I mean, you could tell like he doesn't realize how big he actually is. And I'm telling you guys, you're going to see this man and he's going to be all over the place. You're going to
he's going to be like the next Tom McDonald, right?
Exactly. He's going to be the
everybody
next Tom
knows
McDonald.
Everybody knows who Tom McDonald is now, and he's independent artist. I'm sure that JamWayne is having big companies reach out to him. And I don't think he's actually going to go that route because since he's hanging around with the likes of Adam Calhoun, things like that, the independent artists.
Independence, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to stay that. So, but it was really cool having him on. Sucks that his phone died.
Absolutely.
But, hey, you know, it happens.
It does. It does. I'm glad that he took the time, though, to hang out, answer some questions, and be just a real dude. And I really do respect that. And I know that you rushed home to be able to get on here, and I appreciate that because we were trying to line this thing up for every which way. I'm going to be switching modes now, and we'll be going over to Alexandra 360. Alexandra has got a guest on tonight, Tim, who's from my home city. He's a politician from my home city, so that one should be a cool show. We're going to be talking about Fauci and the things that he said yesterday while he was on the stand and even after, from what I understand as well. So anything you want to say before we get out of here, brother?
I'm just grateful that JamWayne was able to make it on. I've been looking forward to this interview. He makes great music, you guys. Look him up on YouTube if you haven't seen it yet.
There he is.
Okay.
Let's bring him back up. Right. So, man, listen, we really appreciate you popping back on. So, hey, we're getting ready to get out of here. So I'm glad that you came back. Is there anything you want to tell the people before we get out of here, brother?
I love y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for.
And we love you. Absolutely.
Music. I am excited just to see what the Lord has for me the rest of my life and on this journey, and excited to share it with y'all.
But
so, yeah.
If your next music sounds like your last music, you ain't going nowhere. You're just going up and up and up. So I'll be hanging on to this video for some time.
All right, brother. Hey, I appreciate y'all fellas, man. Y'all be blessed and your family's blessed, and y'all have a good evening, okay?
And you as well, brother. As usual, you already know the silent majority. You need to stop being silent and stand your ground. We'll see you next time on the Patriots Prayer. You guys have a good night.
Okay.